on, Rangers! Come
I
on,
missed the whole game.
10 days on from Torquay, Dorking are back in home action. There was a game in between our trip to the south coast and the arrival of Bromley, but for reasons that we keep under our showbiz hats, we try not to talk about the people at Southend United. Regardless, they're an on-form team, and a 2-0 win for the Shrimpers was not a huge surprise. So Dorking come back to Meadowbank to deal with Bromley, the side just 4 points ahead of Dorking in the middle section of the National League, managed by former pro goalkeeping journeyman Andy Woodman, who, to his credit, didn't play for his first club, Crystal Palace, which makes him all right in our book. Most recently, Bromley found fame with a trip to Wembley, beating Wrexham in the FA Trophy final last season. LOL. Mark sees this fixture as eminently winnable, especially as he's picked up a couple of new loanees of late, including young goalkeeper Joe Walsh from QPR and winger Jasper Pattenden from Wycombe Wanderers.
It's important, especially for the new lads, Joe, just Joe and Joe, innit? Jasper. Important to listen, lads, yeah? Standards are high. I think we'll do really well today, to be honest. I've only named 2 centre-backs, so for the 3rd time all season, they might play a back 4. Looking at their, but we'll see their team sheet shortly. So we'll just have to cover both things. Joe, Walsh, if they play a back 4, your job is going to be for us, the team, to play around the edges as quick as possible. So you'll be giving it to our left centre-back or right centre-back as much as possible early, and they'll just be playing around the edges. That's the key bit to get right, okay? And he might be, and also in his interview, he spoke about going back to basics, and he spoke about going back to being really direct, right? So, you know, you put all that in a fucking equation, he might be thinking, right, we'll match them up, we'll go direct, and we'll put it on their back 3 or 4 because they conceded goals. 50-50 chance, maybe better, that's what he does. So if he does, I'm not worried about that. I'm actually fine with that defensively. We'll deal with that 1-for-1, not an issue at all. Dan, you'll probably go in and you'll be aiming at sort of Jasper, really. And then Jasper, I can't get your fucking name right, mate. It's Jasper, isn't it? Yeah. Fucking hell, mate. Now, no matter what formation they play, Cheek is the big target man. He's a good target man. He scores every single year. You can set your alarm clock on it. He'll score 15 goals. He's only got to have half a ball in the box. Half a ball, and he's nudged you, and he's scored. So, yeah, only things I want to worry about are things that don't matter for formation. Cheek, big target. Massive target. Dead balls, as most teams in this league, got to be switched on. Okay. Moro, your job, just like training, is just to coordinate the whole team. Yeah. If Moro's tending to do something, Cookie, Joe, like, he knows our formation like it's going out of fashion. He's good. Listen to Moro, okay? He'll coordinate it. Him and Macca get the patterns going big time. So the patterns will look good today. I'm cutting this chat short because I want to see their team, and then I'll just cover a little bit more, okay? You've got ages, boys. You've got half hour, so feel free to walk about, get a tea, whatever. Okay? I don't know what side we've got that's going to keep us in this division. So all the time, when push comes to shove, staying in this division is massive. There's teams that have tried for 30 years to get in this division and never done it, and we've gone through 3 divisions in 6, right? So to sustain where we are in this division, with the magnitude of what this division is now, it'll be the same next year with the clubs that come down, no doubt. It's a really big ticket. TV rights, ever increasing exposure. Staying in this division at all fucking costs is what we have to do. So I'm happy to, and I've told the boys, the priority is Dorking Wanderers, not me, not you. And I think they get that. The attitude's been really good. I hope we're playing Wrexham in March. We beat them 3-1. It'll be 3-1 because that fucking Tozer put a long ball in the box, one of his throws, and Ollie Palmer nod it in. Actually, he won't, because if we still got Joe Walsh, he'd come and take his fucking head off. But if we get to Wrexham and beat them 3-0, and we've got 11 boys playing, of which most of them have been here for a couple of years, which is, you know, copyright Dorking, then you can look back at this period where we shook it up a little bit and go, well, maybe that bit, you know, was the bit that shook the thing up. you know. So we have to sort of disturb the hornet's nest, really. That's what we're doing. Where the fuck's our team? Fucking hell, mate.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, all right, mate. It's nice little sap, isn't it?
Oh, mate, we've got to build a fucking away end.
Build a stand and all that.
Yeah, the whole of that's got to be a stand. Obviously, we just got too many promotions too quick. Do you know what I'm saying? So the minute you got to keep building behind yourself, every year's a fucking hassle. It's a nice league, this though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I like it.
Me, I'll tell you at 5 o'clock, mate, if it's a nice league or not.
You've had a fucking great time, mate. And you like fucking with what you've done there since fucking
it's been all right,
Smithy
mate.
went.
Exactly.
You won at Wembley, didn't you?
It beat Wrexham.
Yeah, Wrexham, yeah. Unbelievable. I can only dream of stuff. I fucking love that.
It's good.
Unbelievable,
good for the
mate.
players, it's good for the club, you know. So
Back to the club afterwards. Was it all on the piss?
no, we stayed in London. We
Oh,
had
did
a
you?
hotel. It's
Oh,
weird. We had a
brilliant.
hotel in London. He done it proper, our chairman. And I went home. I was fucking knackered. And I
Mentally,
thought,
yeah. That's what it's like. You get up at half 4 or 5.
No one fucking thinks
Yeah,
that,
they don't get it, and then when you realise you have about 150 meta decisions to make.
Correct.
It
Yeah,
fucking
correct. Are you
kills
enjoying
you.
it?
Yeah, I love it, mate. I'm doing it fucking 23 years, and I fucking.
Sounds.
That's good, mate. Right, I've got to go and
Listen,
fucking
lovely
speak to
to
the.
see you.
Yeah, and you're in a bit, mate.
Refreshments are available in the fan zone, where the bar will remain open throughout the afternoon, and there's hot food, hot drinks and cold drinks available.
My name's Wayne. I'm the new kit man at Bromley Football Club. As my club now, my employer, I want Bromley to do well because obviously you build a rapport with the players and staff. So even though it's only day 2, my heart will be with them and that will probably grow. But as I said, 5.5 years with Charlton. I'm a West Ham season ticket holder, so that's my main club. But obviously now Bromley will be my second club, yes.
As you can tell, I like to go to the away games. It's my second time here.
Get badges from...
Yeah. Starting, goes all the way back. First I've been to, I believe, is York. That was on Tuesday. 7:45 kickoff. That was a bit of a trek, considering I got in at 3 o'clock.
I got started when I had a season ticket for Fulham, and it used to take me 2 hours to get there and 2 hours to get back to see them lose. So I started going more locally, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back, and that's how I got involved.
What are the differences in non-league that you see today compared to the old days?
Today it's like, well, the standard of football is kind of like Division 3, Division 2, so today's Championship and League 1 back in the 70s. The grounds are gradually improving. I mean, we've got so many non-league teams in non-league now. Recovering teams have actually gone out of business and started again. And, there are some amazing grounds at this level.
I don't think it necessarily has to be non-league versus league Premiership. The event is an outing. The event is 90 minutes plus extra time of football. So you spend the same amount of time hoping that your team's going to score goals as any other supporter of any other team.
Obviously, the trophy win last season has helped. But people today seem to want a winning team rather than just supporting a local team for the sake of supporting their local club. And my worry is that if we have a bad season, what will that do to our crowds? And I think that's pretty universal, really, in non-league football these days.
I'd like to say getting the top, the playoffs. That'd be great, Then we'll stand a bit of a chance.
And finally, on the pitch, what kind of football do they play? What should I expect to see today?
That's a very good question. And I can't really answer that until the match starts because it depends which team turns up. On our day, we can beat almost anybody in the league. On another day, we can lose to almost anybody in the league.
Where's Beardy? Beardy! Take a bit off it. Yeah, like you have been. Andy, do you need a new coach? Beardy, do you want him? He's down, mate. Free transfer. Fucking hell.
Beardy, isn't he?
Oh, mate, top lad, mate. Top lad, mate. Top lad.
Good player as well, to be fair.
Boo! Joe! All good, yeah? We done the back three yet? We done the back three? Done it. They're playing the back three, by the way. Bring them in a bit early, because I want to go through that back three stuff that we didn't have time to. Loads of information out there. Great day to play football today, boys. Fucking lovely, jubbly. That's how the pitch will look, okay? So, Cookie will be tucked in only when it's static, only when it's dead, okay? That's how we look when it's static. Simple as that, okay? So I want to make sure, in open play, Dan, make sure your team at the back, you three are brilliant at training, you defend with an overload. And you're strong and they don't get a sniff. So if for whatever reason we end up in a tight position, we can go home to Joe and then just get your width left and right, and then Joe will have a very easy ball. As long as, Seb, you've took your bloke away, Jasper took him away, he'll have a very easy ball to one of our left or right. Yeah? Okay? Simple as that, yeah? Moro keep us compact. Yeah? It's National League football, so we'll have to, like we have done. Southend, we fucking outplayed them, we were stronger. That's what we've got. I think you've waited all week to play this game, which is great. Which is, I feel the same as you, right? But what you know is about this, it's unforgiving, right? You don't get a second chance to have a fucking good start, right? So make sure we have a good start. Bosh, right? Don't give them any ounce of respect. Put it on them early bells in front of your fans, okay? Let's go. Right, yeah, mate. Cheers, mate. Good luck, Andy, mate. We've got about 48 coaches, mate. Honestly, yeah. I can't get rid of anyone. I'm like a bird that.
I want a job here.
I'm like a bird that won't throw his shoes out.
Mark has long joked that the players only need to mutter the words, "I play for Dorking," and they get injured. But even he's surprised at the speed at which new signing Jasper Pattenden finds himself on the floor.
One of them. They're warming up. I mean, fuck me. We've only got a bit of stuff. 10 seconds.
Jasper's head clash with Reece Hannam leaves both players in a bad way. It's an immediate stoppage that lasts for over 5 minutes.
That must be the shortest debut in history.
And yet, to the surprise of everybody, Moro signals that Jasper's okay to continue.
He's putting his thumb up. We'll give it 5, see what's what. Can't risk that sort of shit, yeah?
The medic approves Jasper's return to the pitch, while Mark spreads the word that they're up against a back four.
Go tell Joe. So you have to go around the outside, yeah?
Equally as surprising, Hannam is also declared fit to continue. The stoppage influences the opening section of the game with a relatively sluggish start from both sides. Bromley get forwards, but they don't particularly threaten, while Dorking look to impose their pattern, which might prove challenging for the new boys. Mark, Dukes and Beardy are keen to help the lads on their side of the pitch get used to the Wanderers' style of play, and that means managing the game from the touchline.
Take him away, Joe, we can't mark you. Take him away, he can't pick you up. Good man. This side! You've got to tuck in now, he's gone the wrong side, you've got to tuck in. Off you go, Cookie! 2 on 1, you're 2 on 1! You're 2 on 1! Keep going! Unlucky, Joe! Dan, let him know straight away, in the space.
Dorking are beginning to edge forwards, with Seeger, Taylor and McShane combining. Back has shot his charge down, leading to a corner. Not that corners seem to ever work in Dorking's favour.
Play. 14! Well done, Cookie, good decision, mate.
Pattenden, Cook and Moore do well to break the counter down, but Bromley are probing at a Dorking side that's yet to really find its rhythm.
Round the corner! Seeger! Jasper, try and move the ball a bit earlier in possession. In possession, Jasper, little 1-2s.
A driving run from James Vennings and a deep cross from Soanmi gives Adam Marriott a chance to set up danger man Michael Cheek.
Speed up! Jasper, how you feeling? You feel fine?
Mark's keen to make sure Jasper is okay after his head clash, and Jasper's keen to show his gaffer and the home supporters what he can do when he gets going.
One-on-one! One-on-one! Go away, go on.
That's a booking in, ref, isn't it?
Corey Whiteley takes Jasper out like a bumble date and earns himself a Chekhov's yellow card. As if we hadn't had enough head damage, Callum Reynolds and Harry Ottaway join the list of concussion concerns.
Gone for the headers.
While those lads get looked over, Mark double checks that Jasper's not feeling any ill effects, knowing full well the youngster's keen to play on regardless.
Jasper, huh? Have you still got a headache? No, listen to me, I've got to look after your safety. Have you still got a headache?
No, it's all right now, it's fine.
Yeah? Yeah. You sure?
Mm-hmm. New goalkeeper Joe Walsh hasn't had much to do, so Harry Forster makes an effort to change that. Forster's attempt seems to get Bromley going, and a loose touch from Jasper gives them a chance to open up the Dorking defence.
How the fuck?
Corey Whiteley flicks on Reece Hannam's pass, deceiving Dan Gallagher in the process, and Michael Cheek slots past Walsh to give Bromley the lead.
What happened there? What happened there? Jasper, you need to sharpen up, mate. That's come from you. Okay.
Cookie's gone, you've got to get in.
Jasper does as requested and steps up a gear as the home side look to get an immediate equaliser.
A ball! Left foot finish.
The shot cannons off of the crossbar, but it's a promising return to the attacking fold for Dorking. Bowerman's been fairly quiet on the left, and now he's keen to get involved. His cross lands invitingly at the back post for Jasper. A brave intervention from Reece Hannam, who has already been in the wars, keeps Bromley in the lead.
Seb, come in! Seb, come across!
It's the edge of the box what you want, Beardy.
Who?
You want someone on the edge.
Josh Taylor is that man on the edge of the box, and when he steals in ahead of Corey Whiteley, it turns the Bromley forward to stay up at Statesville Penitentiary. From the resulting free kick, Luke Moore tees up Josh Taylor. Dorking's system is perfectly suited for an assault against 10 men, and with around 10 minutes of injury time to be played, they're confident of levelling up before the break. Jasper's shot is charged down, but the ball breaks loose to the yacht dog, and he calmly drills the ball into the bottom corner to get Dorking level again. And Mark is already thinking of the changes he needs to make in order to make the most of the one-man advantage.
You'll be left for the free because the overloads are there.
Wanderers immediately go looking for a second goal, while Mark considers bringing on Bobby Joe Taylor, who excels when he has that space that Bromley are likely to cede.
All again, support Jasper! Go on, 8! Go on! Go on!
I don't know what you think. I think we're silly if we don't put Bobby on.
Yeah, well, they're playing 3-5-1.
Look, it's a massive overload now, that side.
The red card hasn't robbed Bromley of their ambition to win the game, and in the final minutes of injury time, they turn the tables on Dorking with their own spell of attacking pressure.
Stand up, Morrow. You are fucking... Who's fucking hell, mate?
A last-minute corner drops onto the head of Omar Sawammi, and he staves off the challenge of Isaac Philpott, glancing the ball inside the far post to restore the visitors' lead.
Fuck me. Fucking free header, innit? I mean, get in the way. Right, we're going tactical. Where's Jasper? You and Cook, you're coming off. It's purely tactical, okay? Because by the way, I think you've had a fucking great half there, and I'm worried about your head, okay? Yeah, but listen, it's tactical because we've got an overload, and we need some of these boys here know exactly what they're going to destroy them now. So listen, it's tactical, Joe. Get your head up, same as you. This is about Dorking Wanderers, okay? All right. Bobby's going to go on the left. Isaac go on the right. Jimmy's going to go wide right. Okay, that's the plan. The only way they can possibly get anything out of this game is if we, give away dead balls if we're not tidy. Does that make sense? They're 3-5-1. So that means that now Bobby and Isaac will be big overloads. They've both done it for 2 years. They know what they're doing. You've got to make great decisions. This game is on the outside. But you've got to make sure, Moro, I think you need to massively make sure we're compact because Bobby and Isaac are going to be going up and down a lot. You've got to be really compact. When Bob and Isaac get in the ball, Seb and Jimmy will take them away and we'll play the way. We've even actually got little gaps for Harry and Ryan, okay? They will not touch the ball now with the way we play, right? They won't. So what you do is keep the ball. Don't force it into pockets. Don't run into shit areas. Balls in the box are good for me if they're early. You just keep the fucking ball. Now here's the thing. If it's wide left, Seb, that side Moro, we've got the other overload, the other side. We can just keep transferring the ball the whole time. There is a lot of time in this game. There is a lot of fucking time. This is about mental ability. I want Harry, senior boys, Moro, Macca, Dan, senior boys here, get us through this fucking half, okay? Next goal, and it'll open up. Just take your time. There's no chance on God's earth you ain't going to have chances galore. Get together, experienced boys, okay, yeah? Right, and make sure we win the half. Okay, cheers.
Fucking half 4.
Joe.
While the first half took a while to get going because of the head clash, the second is delayed by defender Byron Webster, who insists that the Meadowbank floodlights are a little too dark for his taste, something that literally nobody else at the game is bothered about, not even his manager.
What are we doing?
Call it off, ref! Call it off, mate. It's too dangerous.
It might just be that Webster can't see his teammates in their greyish kits. You wouldn't have that trouble if you got your kits from fcfootballkit.com, let us tell you.
That's a play, isn't it? We have to come back and play it again and fucking Tuesday night. It'll be even worse. So they're saying the lights are shit. He's asked the manager, he's like, I haven't fucking moaned. Their bloke said he's blind when the lights are on.
Come on, boys, come on. Josh Taylor, Moro, come on.
It's just that time of day, innit, where it's like...
It's that in-between bit, innit? What are we doing?
It's one of their players moaning, him.
Just when we thought we were in, they pulled us back out. Reece Hannum, one of several players to get a bonk on the head in the first half, has finally succumbed to injury and the game is stopped to accommodate him. This in turn leads to a spat between Mark and Bromley's big centre-back, the illuminationally challenged Byron Webster.
He's trying to ref your fucking game, man. Shut the fuck up too. Hey, worry about your fucking game, you knob. Lob ahead.
Harry Ottaway, possibly the nicest guy in football, helps Hannum leave the pitch and the game finally gets going, with Dorking immediately going on the offensive. Jimmy Mewett's cross causes havoc and the hot dog nearly converts, but for the bodies being thrown in front of the ball.
Well done, Seb. This side! This side! One more, Bobby, take him away. Other side, other side, other side.
When they're a goal down and a man up, Dorking's approach is to make the pitch as big as possible, dragging players out of position and using their considerable width to stretch the defence. It's an approach that's worked well in the past, hence the introduction of Mewett and Taylor, who are well versed in the game plan.
In you go, Seb, in you go, Seb.
As the players try and rescue the game, Mark accepts he might be murdered by the giant centre-back.
Is that 5 a cage fighter? Is he a cage fighter, the 5?
Yeah, he's going to smash you up with the tunnel.
There are a few players in the league more suited than Bobby Joe Taylor to attacking the space that Bromley are leaving in front of him.
Go on, Bob. Seb, get higher. Take him on!
More often than not, Isaac Philpott is starting the attacks off from the right-back position, and on this occasion, he sets Josh Taylor away on a run that ends steeped in controversy. Callum Reynolds' utterly ridiculous challenge is crying out for a penalty. Sadly for Dorking, Taylor begins to fall just before there's any contact. And begrudgingly, we've got to give the referee credit for keeping the game honest. Bromley aren't offering much of a threat, preferring to rely on their staunch defending. But with Tom Smith's goal kicks landing so high up the pitch, there will be the odd opening for the visitors to try and extend their lead.
What's he done? What's he done? The keeper fucked it.
Straight for his hands.
Fucking hell.
Harry Forster's shot was so insultingly weak that it was perhaps a stroke of genius, deceiving Joe Walsh on his debut and slipping through the goalkeeper's fingers like star systems.
Hey, come on!
Dorking have a little over half an hour to find at least 2 goals to get something from the game against the seemingly impenetrable defence.
Seb, keep your positives. Seb, keep the talking going.
Dorking are coming forwards like Bill Cosby accusers, and like Cosby, Bromley are just about getting away with it.
2-1, Bobby! Bobby, go on! Bobby, get round him! Bob! Get round him! Get round him! Deliver, go on. Good lad. Sammy, try and get the ref to keep the game moving, okay? No disputes, okay?
The introduction of Samuel Abd for the injured Seb Bowerman gives Bobby a chance to play further forwards, prospects that will hugely concern the Bromley coaching staff.
This side.
Bobby.
Take him on! Straight lines!
Excellent, Bob. Excellent, Bob. Good.
Keep going, Bobby.
Perfect.
It's been too long since we had some sort of head injury.
Fucking hell.
Perhaps out of respect or maybe in fear of his life, Mark recognises that centre-back Byron Webster is having one hell of a game.
Harry, we've got to stop crossing to the 5. He's having a fucking good game. Get it away from him. Moro, we've got to miss out the big fella. Okay? Well, he's a player, by the way. Well, you're having a great game. Fucking hell.
You keep that massive head of yours, you keep heading it.
Exactly. Fucking head on a stick.
Bromley really are repelling everything that Dorking throw at them, so rather than go high for Webster to head clear, they perhaps need to go low to get the ball into the box. Having made a double save, Tom Smith sees the chance to stay down, get treatment and break the game up a bit more.
I'm not scored there, mate. They're chances, them ones. Them ones were chances, proper. Make sure we're locked up, yeah? I'll try and do the front bit.
Dorking's frontmen are doing everything they can to break Bromley down, but they're perhaps going to need a good bit of fortune.
One-on-one!
There are some children near our most important microphone, and we've had to listen to this for the whole edit.
Deliver!
It's only a matter of time before Bobby Joe gets in behind. Bob does finally manage it, and opportunity knocks on Jimmy Mewitt's door, only for the winger to hide behind the sofa.
How have they done that? How have they managed to hit the crossbar from there?
Despite the miss, Dorking remain intent on getting back into the game, even though there are only 7 minutes to play.
Pull it in! Bobby outside!
Seeger scores, but Tom Smith won't give the ball back. It's a classic struggle of two men fighting over a ball. For Bobby's cross has finally found the right foot of Ryan, and Dorking have a shimmer of light to run towards on an otherwise dark evening. And we're not talking about the floodlights, they're perfectly fine.
There's still about 8 or 9 here. Plenty of time, Bob, come on!
Like an alcoholic who wakes up in a pub, Dorking gets straight back on it. They can almost taste the equaliser. It's like acid in their mouths. That's a point break line that we never really understood.
Drive! Macca, drive! Get in the box! One ball early, Bob!
Another killer ball from Bob creates a golden chance, only for Josh Taylor's shot to be brilliantly saved by Tom Smith.
Do it! Sammy, they've got to get it in there! Ball to the box! Ball to the box!
In the final seconds, Dorking managed to carve out one final chance.
Go in the box! Deliver! Deliver! Well done, boys. Well done, boys.
Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Well done, mate.
Well done.
Cheers, boys.
Well done.
Well done, mate.
Well
Cheers,
done.
pal.
Well done. Well done, mate. Well done.
Listen, it's really simple. Really simple. I'm pushing, you know, anyone, look, for the new boys, anyone that plays here knows what the standards are, yeah? Very hard to, you know, Bromley have won a cup final because they've held on with 10 against us, which nobody ever does. You're at fault for the first goal, end of. You'll see it back. This is the club where you get told straight. You're at fault massively. Not good enough. And that's shocking. And I'm not going to say get your head up. I'd say the opposite. I'd say beat yourself up. That can't happen. That's cost us the game, that one mistake. 100%. We're going to win that game comfortably. Uphill battle, okay? I know you don't mean it. I know you don't mean it. Don't give a fuck. Doesn't change the results tonight. End of. Not good enough at all. I'm pushing water uphill a little bit, boys, with these fucking goals we can see. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking hard for me. It's hard. It's hard to keep talking about it. It's hard to keep talking about how the fuck. I mean, in any event, I'm saying Jasper's got to do better, which he has. But I don't know how Cheeks, I don't know how he's got in front of us. That makes sense. You know, basic defending. We couldn't get the other side of their 5. I don't know where you are, Dan, what's going on. I don't know, it might have been first, second phase, I'm not sure, was it?
Well, the first one.
The first goal?
Yeah, I went into the attacking midfielder.
You know.
And then he just...
You know, first rule of defending is the forwards have got to be in front of you, no matter what. You can have them, I don't care if you've got 2-on-1 overload. If you're looking at it, it's fine. But, you know, for someone to be threaded through, I just think, come on, we're defending 3v2, what's happening? I'll watch it back. There's no point in moaning about it because for me, you know, this has cost us a game, end of. And obviously, when he plays higher up, he'll remember that and go, fuck me, that game killed the team I was at. So there's no point in me keep talking about it. I'll keep talking about it, it'll be 3-2. I wake up in the morning, it'll be 3-2. It was 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. Is what it is, boys. I'll speak to the management. We've got a long trip to Halifax, and this is what this league's about, to be fair. All right, boys, so I'll get 16 out on Monday. Don't be offended if you're left out, whoever it might be, because we've got to do what we need to do to get points on the board. Okay, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a really long season for us, okay? All right? So we've got to fucking be strong as fuck, okay? Those that are not named don't need to travel, all right? Well, good effort, second half. Right, management quick.
It's the pattern of our season, isn't it? We dominate. You look at the possession again, it'll probably be 80%.
Other teams get a lot more men behind the ball, don't they, than us?
We're lobbing balls in the box and they're just going, fucking have that.
It's not that we ain't got men in the box.
I know, but they're just fucking, these, yeah.
Ricochets or
yeah.
keeper, not really keeps leg like things like that. We don't seem to get that sort
No.
of.
Yeah, ain't fucking good. You know, ain't good. We're getting sucked in there. We're in charge. We're in charge. There's too many of us to fucking fail. You know what I mean? We are going to all fall on our fucking swords if we're in charge. You know, for the first time, we're going to start people asking questions. You know, at the end of the day, I've made a decision to put a new goalie in who's flapped the ball in the net. It's fucking that has to come down on me. Simple as that.
Like you can't critique that other than we gave away shit goals. Like saying we dominated all that shit. They fucking got 10 men. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you expect? If you come to me and say, yeah, we had fucking 40 crosses, I'd be like, but that, like,
I think probably,
they headed away 39.
I think probably maybe 25%. And I was massively trying to get the information on that. I had to do it early and low.
Yeah, that's what being
and
saying,
and
yeah.
like Bobby done it quite a few times,
Yeah.
and we had no one sliding in there. Listen, what I would say is we are. It's fucking under pressure. Under pressure. All right, fucking shit, no answers. I'll go and explain to this lot, yeah? I mean, it's a fucking big algorithm, Rich. You're looking at how the opposition play, that's factory setting. You're looking at who's in form for you, factory setting. You're looking at what boys mentally you want on the pitch if you're having a bad run of form. And quite often they're not the ones that are in form. So that's when your decisions start to kick in. Then you're thinking, do you know what, I want to play this player. He's a leader, he's good for us. He's a lucky player maybe. We don't lose a lot when he plays, don't concede a lot when he plays. But maybe he hasn't played for 2 weeks, you've got to throw that in. We're doing all of the mix, are they fit, aren't they fit? But what matters is obviously us winning football matches and nothing else. Whether I'm at the club, let alone some boy that's just been here for one game from a parent club. What matters is Dorking Wanderers.
Obviously, really disappointed. It's been a tough run of games where I think actually we've played quite well and dominated in large spells of games, but the results just haven't been coming. And I think as a whole team and as a collective, we probably just need to defend a lot better. Right, we're conceding too many goals, but that's not just defenders. That starts from the forwards and everyone. And we're scoring enough goals to win games, but just conceding too many.
This is what football's about though, isn't it? This is like the highs and lows of football. We sit here every week like fucking heroes, winning games in the league below, 10 match winning streaks, top of the league, outplaying people. Over Christmas we scored 28 goals or fucking something stupid, beating teams 8-0, whatever it was. And now we're in a position whereby we're being tested, which is not an issue. Not for me. Not for me, it's not an issue. So we'll just keep working harder.
You want to play so badly that you're not willing to say, do you know what?
Yeah, definitely. It's what you look forward to all week. You work hard all week to play football, and then if you don't play football, it feels like a bit of a wasted week. So yeah, I will do anything to try and play. I mean, I know it's one of those where if you are properly injured, you should tell. But then it's also, I don't think anyone goes into any game feeling 100% fit. So you try and play through the pain as much as possible.
There's no point us crying over spilt milk. It's 3 points. You go again. That's what you do. The aim is to stay in this division, and if we do that, we'll know a fucking lot more about it. We'll go into next year feeling like we should be there, as opposed to, are we going to be there? And that's a different psyche. But there'll be changes for our next game.
Thank you so much for watching Bunch of Amateurs. You can see episodes a week early, and you can see them with no ads. And they're usually about 20 minutes longer if you join us on Patreon for just £3 a month. It helps us make the show too. Another way to support the show is to leave a comment and hit the like button and the subscribe button. This week's comment of the week comes from Gareth Davies, who says it would be nice if you put the starting team before the team talk from Mark. No, Gareth, we're never going to do that.